Quick video today about the Fifth Circuit ruling. What's up, Wolverines? Welcome back to John Crump News. I am John Crump, and I'm halfway out of it today. I had a medical procedure where I went under, so I'm still pretty tired and still have holes in my memory, but I have to do this video. Today, we are sponsored by our friends over at Gideon Optics. Gideon Optics makes some of the baddest optics on the planet, and they are at an affordable price. I own a Mediator, which is like an EOTech Mini, and I highly recommend that. I run an Omega on my SIG P320, and on my Glock 43X, I run a Judge, which is an RMSC footprint optic, and they are all great. They all work, and they are very, very durable, and they will not fail you. Check out the link down below in the description for more information on Gideon Optics. And once again, thank you, Gideon Optics, for sponsoring this video. Today, we're going to be talking about a case out of the Fifth Circuit Court of Appeals, and that is Mock v. Garland, which is the Firearms Policy Coalition case challenging the ATF's pistol brace rule. And a panel of judges from the Fifth Circuit ruled that FPC is likely to succeed on the merits of the case and recommended a PI and remanded the case back down to the district court to Judge O'Connor to issue a PI. The circuit court said that the ATF received hundreds of thousands of comments, mostly negative, and ignore them all. They also pulled a bait and switch with the point system. Basically, the ATF had a point system which they advertised in the proposed rule, and when the new rule came out, it had nothing to do with the point system, and basically just every brace was banned. Because the rule is arbitrary and capricious in violation of the Administrative Procedures Act, the circuit court remanded the case down to Judge O'Connor to issue the appropriate relief. Now, there's other PIs already, and these do not affect those PIs. This would be more of a nationwide PI for everyone. A PI is a preliminary injunction. Interesting enough is that the circuit court did not touch the constitutionality of the final rule. It only dealt with the APA violations. But the circuit court did say that Judge O'Connor should consider the constitutionality of the rule itself, which is a good sign. Now, there was one dissenting judge, and that is an Obama appointee, which is no surprise. Now, when will we hear anything else? Not really sure, but we should hear something fairly shortly here. This is another blow to the ATF, and the ATF cannot make laws, as I have been saying for a while. So we'll have to see what comes of this. The government will appeal to SCOTUS because asking for an en banc hearing will not go their way. An en banc hearing is where the full bench actually hears the case, and there's 16 judges there, and 13 of the judges will definitely rule for the plaintiffs. If you look at the Cargill case, which is the bump stock case, 13 of the judges ruled that the ATF violated the APA, and this case is very similar to that. So the government knows they do not have a path to victory through an en banc hearing. So I believe that they will go directly to the Supreme Court and ask for an emergency stay until the Supreme Court can decide whether to grant a writ of certiorari or not. A writ of cert is basically saying that the Supreme Court will hear the case. Basically, the defendants can petition the Supreme Court to hear the case. The Supreme Court can deny that or grant that. And until that's done, they can also grant a stay of any decision, which would mean that the rule would go back into effect. But it probably will not touch the injunctions already held by FPC, SAF, and GOA. The other cases dealing with pistol braces are basically on hold now until Judge O'Connor issues his relief, which should be a nationwide injunction. But I'm sure that the ATF and Garland and the Justice Department is spinning up their appeal to SCOTUS as we speak. Today is another victory that we have in the court system, and we are winning cases in droves. That does not mean that there will not be setbacks, but we are winning more than we are losing, which is a good thing. So a PI will probably go into effect over the pistol brace rule here, but there's a de facto PI right now, since there's 3 organizations that all their members are protected from this ATF action. It is basically a PI nationwide for everyone because the ATF is not enforcing any of the rule until anything gets decided. At least that's what I'm told on the back end by people in the ATF. And I have a tendency to believe them because all you have to do is basically say GOA member, SAF member, FPC member, and they have to let you go. So I do not think that it is realistic for the ATF to try to enforce this rule right now, but a PI would be good because it would make it official for everyone in the country, which is a good thing. I do believe that the ATF's gun control moves are all on a dying hill, and gun control is on its way out, no matter how much kicking and screaming that the anti-gun politicians and the anti-gun groups do. Okay, guys, if you like what I do here, like, comment, and subscribe. I hope I was sensical because I'm still really out of it. All right, guys, so stay ever vigilant, stay ever free. Thank you, Gideon Optics, for sponsoring this channel, and I'm out of here. Wolverine's motherfucker.